This video isn't about flexing. It's about putting you on to what actually works. I asked my IG fam to hit me off with fragrances that get real world results. And these, nah, they're not just fragrances. They're conversation starters, attention magnets, and low-key cheat codes for getting noticed. First up, from YSL, we've got Myself. So listen, originally I didn't expect to like this one as much as I do, but it happened. Like, I sprayed this on thinking, okay, basic, freshy, but this one really grew on me. I mean, at first you get this sparkling citrus and something that is surely white t-shirt approved. But once it settles, it's orange blossom, and it comes in and it just doesn't ease in, it struts in like it owns the place. It packs this little floral muskiness. It also has some ambroxan. I mean, it's soft, it's smooth, and it hugs the skin in the best way. And yes, it's fresh, but not in a boring way. Okay, next we got Dior Sauvage Eau de Parfum, and let me tell you, when I first got this fragrance, we were off to a rocky start. I mean, thinking back to it, I really kicked every Dior Sauvage fragrance to the side until the Parfum version came about. The original I found to be a little bit too loud. It was like a teenager with an attitude instead of NWA. But this, well, this is the Eau de Parfum, and people on the World Wide Web said this is the best. When I think about this one and compared to the OG, I feel like this is the older brother who drives a matte black Range Rover SVR and speaks in italics. It's like Dior said, take Sauvage, make it warm, make it smooth, and make it date night approved. The lavender calms this one down a bit, and the spice just kind of lingers there, like, I know I smell good. Now, for those of you who like Sauvage, this one's still Sauvage. It's just financially responsible and grown up a bit. Next is Azzurro Wanted Forever, and Just Q It said this one's a sleeper, so I'm thinking, let's wake them up. This fragrance is for the drama. You walk in wearing this and it says, I want all the smoke. On first spray, you get some green mandarin, there's some bergamot within this, and maybe even a touch of ginger. There's also some cinnamon here to help spice it up a bit. That said, the fragrance is still sweet. And then boom, there's tonka and this creamy, woody dry down. It's weird though, because when I smell it, it feels like someone said, honey, I shrunk the buck and stuck me inside of a leather bag, because that's what I get. Look, this one's bold, it's sweet, a little sticky, and if we're speaking honestly, this is a fragrance that probably could have left the Wanted lineup and created its own thing. Moving on, we got this layered approach of Mind Games French Defense and Initio Side Effect. When I saw this one come through, I tried it and knew I had to put my guys on game. Okay, now listen, on paper, this should not work, but I layered these as he instructed. Honestly, there was no proper instructions. I just tried it out. And now it's like, do I want to smell like anything else? No, I do not. Look, French Defense gives you that cherry, that amber, that suede, that cardamom. So classy, so clean. And then you slap a little Side Effect on there to top it off. That boozy, spicy tobacco blend on top of that. Oh my gosh. It's like you walked over to a fragrance bartender and told him to serve you up some lust. Should these two go together? Maybe not, but they do. Wear this combo when you want to ruin someone's weekend because you had your way and blah. Now look, getting compliments is cool, but getting approached, even better. But let me ask you this. What happens when she actually starts talking to you and then you freeze like a deer in headlight? My guy, smelling good is only step one. If your cologne is reeling women in, but your conversation skills are pushing them away, then
congratulations, you played yourself.
That's why this portion of today's video is being brought to you by the Wing Girl Method, aka the cheat code for not fumbling a bag when she's finally throwing you the signal. This isn't some weird pickup artist mess with rules and canned lines. This is real game from a real woman, Marnie, your personal wing girl. She's helped over 100,000 men learn how to flirt naturally, hold confident conversations, and build real connections with women without pretending to be someone they're not. Her system? The F formula, and it's like having your personal GPS for attraction. The best part, it's science-backed. It's been tested in the wild and designed to help you win without being weird, because no one wants to be weird. And because Marnie's sponsoring this video, she's hooking you up with the free preview of the F formula. That's right, FREE. just like your weekend plans if you don't click the link. So if you're tired of smelling like a snack but not getting gobbled up, then click the link in the description. But if you don't, it's nobody's fault but yours, and at that point, you deserve it. I mean, what more can you ask for? You're getting a free preview and 20% off the full shebang. All right, so now that we got your conversation on lock, let's get back to making you smell like the kind of guy that women chase. And up next is one of the coldest bangers on this list. Now, Papi Chulo Sr. said women can't get enough of this next fragrance. From Xerjoff, we have Monkey Special. Now, people say I'm gonna go in there and act a donkey. I've never heard them say I'm gonna go act a monkey. But if you're gonna be a monkey, be a gorilla. I don't know where I heard that. Look, when you spray this fragrance, it's like, what's going on? Let me wrap my head around it. Look, it kind of opens with this boozy, dark, fruity sweetness, kind of like cherries dipped in whiskey. And then you get this weirdly addictive, mature, smoky oud vibe. It's rich, it's complex, and to most people, this won't be like anything they've smelled before. Now, keeping it a buck here, I wouldn't say that this is a safe blonde bar, but if you like Simba and like to laugh in the face of danger, then I would say go ahead and add it to cart. I laugh in the face of danger.
I laugh in the face of danger.
So, if you like your fragrances bold and a little unhinged, this could be your signature scent. So listen up, next is an oldie but goodie on the channel, just in a newer presentation. And this one is Byron Parfum's Moolah Moolah. Now, I'm happy someone mentioned this one because I haven't talked about this one in a while. Look, I don't know who said peach and caramel couldn't be sexy, but Byron Parfum said, hold my drink. Now, if you're into sweet fragrances, then this could be your thing. It opens like a sugar rush. Think sticky, sweet fruits, and maybe some candy shop flirtation, but more like 50 cents candy shop than anything else.
Welcome to the candy shop.
But then when the bass hits, it's all vanilla, caramel, and seduction. The projection is loud, the longevity is even better, and if you wear this one on a date, unfortunately, you're not Macaulay Culkin because you're likely not going to be home alone. Okay, so if you hate rose and fragrance, then this fragrance here might make you rethink your whole identity, because this is Initio's Atomic Musk, and this isn't the rose fragrance you're used to. Now, on the first spray, there's this punch of citrus, and then that rose begins to creep on in. But it's not that homecoming rose. This is that expensive, edgy, Instagram goals, I know my worth type of rose. I mean, that's what I hear the ladies say. This is intense, but it's elegant. It's kind of like walking in a room and everyone shuts up. You're like, what's going on in here? But also, it's thought-provoking and powerful. Simply put, wear this one when you want to command attention. Moving on, we got 1 Million Elixir, and this is 1 million with a new lease on life. I mean, with this one, it's like 1 million grew up, got a good paying job, went to therapy, fixed all his issues, and could have come back stronger and better than ever, but instead, he's out here ruining happy homes. I mean, you get this familiar apple and vanilla combo, but in this one, it's more rich, more addictive, more seductive. And then when you add in that tonka and rose into this fragrance, you get a scent that just says, I'm expensive and I know it. But it's not an expensive price point. Now, it's easy to see why someone would shy away from a Rabanne 1 million fragrance, but this one's still loud and a little bit more mature. And while we're at it, we might as well keep it in the family and head on over to 1 Million Lucky. See, as you can see, somewhere here, it's not just me. I mean, really, when I think about this fragrance and what it smells like, it's like you hit the attraction lottery jackpot. The hazelnut and plum combo in this fragrance is straight up wow. It's sweet and nutty with this metallic twist, and somehow it works. It's one of those fragrances that feels like a good time in a bottle. It feels like a good time on skin. And since the discontinued rumors are still circulating, I might just have to buy it again. This is one of those fragrances that might have people asking what you're wearing before they're asking your name. So here's the thing. Next we got Mont Blanc Legend. And when I lost $30,000 worth of fragrance, that happened to be one of them. Now when I think about Mont Blanc Legend in particular, it's one of those fragrances that Mont Blanc really wasn't trying to recreate the wheel with. But guess what? Sometimes you need a new wheel. I mean, really, when I think about that fragrance, it's clean, it's smooth, it smells like you showered, you shaved, and she just told you she's gonna be over in 10, so you wanna be fresh. Is it the most unique fragrance in the world? No, but is it a fragrance that could get you compliments from people who don't know you? Absolutely. Moving on from Louis Vuitton, we have Louis Vuitton Lovers, and this is the fragrance that you could wear even if you're not from Virginia. Get it? Virginia is for lovers. Look, I was in Phoenix a few weeks ago and I wore this, and right now in my mind, all I can recall is that this is what a well-tailored linen suit smells like. It opens bright and spicy, think grapefruit and ginger. But then it gets soft and a bit floral with this musk that just seems to melt right into your skin. That said, it's still airy, it's sensual, and it's very, I spend my summers in Morocco. I've never been there, but that's what comes to mind. Morocco's modern life. Is it groundbreaking? Not really. The people hate it, some, but more people like it than hate it. But at the end of the day, it gets results. You know what else gets results? Suspiro's Dolce Maladia. Now, I don't know why, but Dolce Maladia reminds me of like Kool-Aid, but if Kool-Aid was $1,000 a picture. This is sugar, spice, and unlimited compliments. I mean, you can't see it, but I really violated this bottle. I mean, I used a lot of it. I feel like I need 2 backup bottles for this fragrance because it's getting more and more challenging to find it. It opens like this red, juicy Kool-Aid, fruit punch Kool-Aid to be specific. Also mixed with fluffy marshmallow and musk. And then there's a ton of florals within this fragrance, so it may be feminine leaning for some, but trust me, and the person who wrote this comment, people enjoy it. Look, not everyone's gonna get this, right? It won't be for everyone, but if you're into whimsical, airy gourmand fragrances that can help you tear the walls down, then Dolce Maladia is for you. Moving on from Mind Games, we have Prodigy. It's real hip hop. And to me, Prodigy is the fragrance that flips the script. It's this ultra caramelized, creamy sandalwood, and it comes off as milky and quite warm. Oh yeah. But this also maintains just the right amount of sophistication to still be considered a luxury scent and command a luxury price tag. Okay, look, if intelligence had a scent, it would be this. I mean, something that smells like this. It opens with rose, you have a hint of citrus, but then you also get some spicy undertones, and those things come in account of that bergamot and that cardamom. And honestly, you get like a little bit of a latte vibe here, and I like it. Yeah. This is yet another fragrance that garners attention in a good way. This is perfect for that unique daily wear fragrance, or just when you're in that I'm him era. Next is Afnan 9 PM, and this is what I call a budget beast. You want compliments? This fragrance says, say less, I got you. Now, what I found interesting that out of all of the responses, this happened to be the only clone within the lineup. Now, if you know anything about this one is that ultra mild or mild feeling here. It's apple, it's cinnamon, and then it comes in this tonka and vanilla. And then when you pull all that together, you get this sweet, sexy vibe that smells amazing, performs really well, but doesn't have a big price tag. It's giving ultra more energy, just a bit smoother. And at its price point, it's a no-brainer. The next fragrance leaves nothing to the imagination because, well, it's from Louis Vuitton and it's called Imagination. This is Rich Boy Fresh, and it smells like my cologne costs more than you. Not yours, but you. Imagination opens up bright and sharp, and then you get this citrus, this ginger, and some neroli. And although I hate neroli, I like it here. But somehow this fragrance just still stays as smooth as silk. I mean, I really like Imagination. It's fresh, it's clean. Now, if Pacific Chill was I just bathed in sparkling Saratoga water, this is I just bathed in still Saratoga water. There's ambroxan in the dry down that gives you this cool metallic finish that really just lingers. Wear this fragrance in the summer when you want to feel fresh, powerful, and like you just tip in hundreds. Next up from bar number 9, we got Lafayette Street. And I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said something really interesting. I cannot confirm nor deny this, but he also said that this fragrance reminded him of when Wall Street meets Soho. And I'm like, you couldn't have smelled Bond fragrances. I'm thinking he's talking about the actual places. Look, this is subtly sweet. It's fresh apple, it's bergamot and Broxton. And overall, it's a combo that says, I run meetings by day and I pop bottles at night. It's got this smooth, mass appealing sweetness, but also this sharpness that underlines the entire scent. Honestly, if you want something that smells clean, urban, and rich, then this one is a power play. And yes, I said it's playful, but don't let that fool you. It's got presence. Next up is Strong With You Intensely, and this is this warm, spicy, cuddle-fueled fragrance. You get hints of cinnamon and toffee right away with this fragrance, and I still feel like there's some chestnuts in this scent. But make no bones about it, this fragrance is cozy. I mean, really, it just feels like someone just wrapped you up in a 15-pound weighted blanket. Don't ask me how I know how much it weighs. Look, there's sweetness here, yes, but there's also some pepper here that prevents this from going full on dessert. I mean, unless, well, I like dessert fragrances. This is the fragrance that you wear when you show up on a date and you want to smell like something that they don't want to let go of. It projects well, it lasts long, and if you wear it right, then they might even be spending the night. Moving on, we got a three-way. We got Hachivat, we got Mancera's Instant Crush, and we also got Ombre Nomad. All right, so this is Hachivat from Nishane, and this is grown man fresh. Yes, this is Creed Aventus vibes, but it's cleaner, sharper, and it lasts way longer. There's this pineapple and citrus opening here, but there's the oak moss. The oak moss is really the star of this show. But there's also some woods that creep in. This one is professional but confident. It's bold, but it's never too loud. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Next, we got Mancera's Instant Crush, and if Baccarat Rouge 540 went clubbing with leather pants, this would be it. It's saffron, amber, ginger, and vanilla, and it comes at you fast. It's like first spray, boom, you're already leaving this scent trail. It's sweet, it's spicy, and a little wild. And over the years, I've learned that people either love it or they hate it. And honestly, with either reaction, it's a win, because if you can evoke emotion, then people are paying attention. And then there was the golden one. This here is Louis Vuitton's Ombre Nomad. It's dark power, quiet dominance, and seduction with a straight face. It's oud, it's rose, it's incense, it's leather. I mean, really, like, that's the vibe. It's smoky smooth, and it's really mysterious. This is made for the man that doesn't want to chase, but he's just looking to attract. It's not overly sweet, not too soft. So the next time you're lost for words, it might be Ombre Nomad. So there you have it. These fragrances have been tried and tested in the wild. Remember, holla at my girl Monty over at the Wing Girl Method. The link's down below. And if you're looking for more fragrances that garner even more compliments, then click here, because I got 21.